Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has urged the countrymen to stay alert as the anti-liberation elements, killers and arson terrorists never return to power. The Premier made this remark at a civic reception accorded to her by expatriate Bangladesh is in the USA at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel's hallroom. She said, make sure that the killers, anti-liberation elements and war criminals never return to power again. The Prime Minister said the BNP Jamaat alliance had burnt many people to death and destroyed thousands of roadside trees during 2013 and 15 in the name of so-called movement to dislodge the government. She reminded the countrymen that the BNP Jamaat clique had taken the country on the verge of the destruction, while the Awami League government put it again on the highways of development in the last 14 years, ensuring country's overall development. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has called upon the U.S. business community to invest largely in Bangladesh renewable energy, shipbuilding, automobile and pharmaceuticals sectors, reiterating her offer to a dedicated special economic zone SEZ solely for them. The Prime Minister also called upon the U.S. business leaders to explore opportunities and invest in Bangladesh. She made this call while presenting a keynote speech at a high-level executive business roundtable on U.S.-Bangladesh economic partnership, shared vision for the smart growth. The U.S.-Bangladeshi Business Council organized the event on the Great Hall of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, Washington, D.C. The Prime Minister hoped that the U.S.-Bangladeshi Business Council will play a significant role in advancing trade and investment cooperation between the two friendly countries. Ruling Awami League has taken initiative to renew PM's IT advisor Sajib Wajid Joy's party membership as a part of its membership collection campaign. Central leaders of Awami League have emphasized on potential new voters who can play active role in the upcoming national polls. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir began the membership collection and renewal of Rangpur chapter of the party on Saturday through the renewal of Sajib Wajid Joy's membership. He was called upon party members to play active role in expediting the nationwide membership collection campaign. The ruling party has a target of collecting 2 crore new members from grassroots level to clinch victory in the polls for the 4th time. There is no other native of BNP chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia in the party observed leaders and activists. They also believe Khaleda Zia is essential for the party and the nation as well. Bangladesh Nationalist Party BNP is still continuing its party activities in the name of Begum Zia. Although top leaders carried out the responsibilities in various portfolios including active chairman, still party members want her for the leading the party monitorable. Khaleda is still in the party for more than 4 decades despite her conviction in a case. She lost her husband, ex-president and BNP founder Ziaur Rahman at the age of 36. She joined BNP on 1982, became prime minister after winning the post in 1991. However, even after her iconic political careers, she was convicted in a corruption case on February 8 of 2018. Even after that, party leaders expect her leadership for movement and leading the nation too. Although her eldest son Tariq Zia is leading BNP in her absence in the field. Party people believe Khaleda Zia is needed for betterment of the party. More than 600 Bangladeshis has arrived safely at Port Sudan from Khartoum, the capital of Sudan. Out of total 13 buses, 10 buses have already arrived and the remaining 3 are on their way. After that, they will be taken to Jeddah in Saudi Arabia by ship from Port Sudan and returned home from there. More than 600 Bangladeshis left Khartoum on Tuesday amid the conflict in Sudan. Early on Tuesday morning, these Bangladeshis left for Port Sudan by 13 buses from 3 places. Devastating fighting has been going on in Sudan since April 15 and 700 Bangladeshis out of 1,500 staying there have expressed interest in returning home. Sudan's warring factions have agreed in principles to a 7-day ceasefire from Thursday. Neighboring South Sudan announced as more air raids and shooting in the Khartoum region disrupted the latest short-term truce. A statement released on Tuesday by the Foreign Ministry of South Sudan, which had offered to mediate in the conflict, says its President Salva Kiir stressed the importance of a longer truce and of naming envoys to peace talks, to which both sides had agreed. The credibility of the reported May 4 to 11 ceasefire deal between Sudanese Army Chief General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces RSF leader General Mohammed Hamdan was unclear, given the rampant violation that undermined previous agreement running from 24 to 72 hours. Sudan's war has forced 1 lakh people to flee over its borders, and fighting is creating a humanitarian crisis. The US and European weather forecast model predicted that there is a possibility of a cyclone named Mocha to form along the Bay of Bengal around 14 May. The cyclone also may hit Odisha and West Bengal in India. Odisha Chief Minister Navin Patnaik has ordered to start the work of moving people from low-risk and low-lying areas. The state government took this decision in the High Council meeting on Tuesday. The Indian Meteorological Office has said that a low-pressure wave from over the south-central Bay of Bengal May 8. Meanwhile, according to the U.S. Weather Forecast Model Global Forecast System, the cyclone is likely to make landfall as very strong cyclone storm. The cyclone may trigger a 10-foot tidal surge in the coastal areas of Borishal and Chattogram. The Dhaka Stock Exchange DSE and the Chittagong Stock Exchange CSE saw upward trend today. DSEX, the prime index of the DSE, went up by 0.06% to reach at 6,274 points. The DSEX index went up by 0.08% to reach at 1,368 points, and the DS30 index went up by 0.005% to reach at 2,206 points. The Port City boards in the Chittagong Stock Exchange CSE 50 went up by 0.10% to reach at 1,318 points. Currency rates. According to Sonali Bank Limited, US dollar is being bought at Taka 108 and sold at Taka 109. The buying price of Great Britain pound is Taka 127 and selling price is Taka 134. While euro is being bought at Taka 117 and sold at Taka 122. Saudi Riyal is being bought at Taka 29 and sold at Taka 31. And Kuwaiti dinar is being bought at Taka 345 and sold at Taka 365.